Hey guys, Mitchell Watts with Town & Country TV, and today we are talking about the 2018 Shelby GT500 and all the rumors that are swirling around with that. As you can hear, we're in a 2017 Shelby GT350. So this is going to be a short video, so let's jump right into it. The GT500, if you guys remember back in the 60s, was actually the successor to the GT350. So the GT350 came out, and then the GT500 came out after that. The GT350 was known as the road-going car, kind of like this one. And then the GT500 was the high horsepower variant of that. So one of the things I've noticed about Ford Motor Company recently is they've been very, very nostalgic as far as their vehicles go, especially with the Mustang. And so what our guess is the 17 GT350 is going to be replaced or possibly built in conjunction with the new GT500. So if you guys remember, the 15 model GT350 was the very first year for the GT350 as it came back. It was an extremely limited production run. A lot of people don't really even know about it. It was like 130 something cars built, and it was designed to mimic the exact same number of GT350s that were built exactly 50 years prior to that. And so if Ford follows suit in what they did back in the 60s to kind of keep a maintained kind of a nostalgic timeline, I guess you could say, then what you could probably expect is the new GT500 that you can see the spy shots right there on the screen. Now, as far as the power plant that I am expecting a 5.0 or a 5.2 flat, not flat plane crank. I don't think it'll be a flat plane crank, but I think it's going to be a 5.0 or a 5.2 twin turbocharged setup. So if you guys remember back a couple of years ago, they actually came out with a Cobra Jet concept car. So it was a 5.0 twin turbo, and it was a really nice setup. One thing I have learned about Ford Motor Company is they're very smart. They're not going to spend all of that money and that time and that effort doing research and development on an engine and never put it into use. Think about that. There's probably $1 million or millions of dollars tied up in that concept car's engine. Normally when they build out a concept car, they take a off-the-shelf engine that already exists, stick it in a cool design, and call it a concept car. This car was actually completely different. They took a car that was already existing and they just put a completely brand new engine into it. Ford is not stupid. They're not going to spend that much money and then not come out with a 5.0 twin turbo. So that is our suggestion, is that they are going to come out with some kind of a Coyote variant with a twin turbo setup. The car that came out in the concept car had roughly about 700 horsepower, and that would probably make a lot of sense, being that it's probably not going to be as high revving as this motor is. This motor revs to 8,250 RPM, which is stupid. You've already seen plenty of videos on that, I'm sure. But the GT500, we're expecting to be a lower revving version of that engine that's going to be designed more for the straight line application. And so what can you expect? You can expect the GT500 to probably get debuted here within the next couple of months. And the reason I say that is because they have a refresh coming of the Mustang GT. So the 2018 Mustang GT, not the Shelby, but the GT, actually gets a revised version of the 5.0. Are you seeing a pattern here? With more horsepower, more torque, and then the rumor has it might also get the automatic version of the 10-speed transmission as an option. Obviously, manual transmissions aren't going anywhere, so don't light up the comment section. But the Mustang GT does get a complete refresh for the 2018 model, and so it would stay fitting that after they announce this new 2018 Mustang, you give it about 3 or 4 months, and guess what will probably get announced right after that? The new GT500. So once again, we know this video is real short. We don't have a whole lot of things to physically show you, but wanted to kind of share some of our logic as far as the rumors go on this new motor and on this new car. So we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to watch another one of our videos, click right here. If you'd like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can do that right here. Thanks for watching Town & Country TV. I'm your host, Mitchell Watts. Have a great day.